Here with my man Dawud Bey. What's good, though?
Man, you already know. Same old, same old. Same old.
Slow motion.
Yeah, I mean, things been a little bit different since the Nationals, but for us, it's just like a couple days off, and then we went right back to the lab.
Let's dive right into that, man. Rematch with Marcus Luther. Unanimous decision. Probably the best amateur fight that I've ever seen.
It's up there for me too. Even though I was like involved as a coach, it was a real good fight.
It's the first time I've ever seen you positive emotion in the corner.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. No, you wanna know something though? I actually went in the end, because one thing about that fight, we had a plan, and it worked. It was working real good. And in the last minute 17, Salim kinda went into what he felt, and that was a little bit outside of our plan. But I kind of knew that he had it in his back of his mind to attack Marcus like that, based off of certain conversations we had. So once he started fighting like that in the last minute, I actually think I was like a little bit of a fan for maybe like 30 seconds of it my damn self. Because it wasn't catching me off guard, because we had certain conversations. But I could see the score as the fight's going on. So naturally, I wouldn't tell you to fight Marcus, you know what I'm saying, and you up. If you up, I'm not going to tell you to fight, you know what I'm saying? But he, you know, you don't want to get caught in the middle, and you don't want to get caught at the back.
Did y'all have this fight circled?
Yeah, for a fucking year. Yeah, for a year. I ain't even going to front about that.
You said he switched the game plan up in the middle of the fight going into the third round, right?
Yeah.
Is that one of those situations where you got to let the fighter be the fighter?
Yeah, he did it in the middle of the round. Like, he started off the round following the game plan. And then they got into a couple things, and then Marcus had him over by the ropes in the corner, and he was able to get up out of there and walk Marcus out the corner. And after he walked Marcus out the corner, I saw he made a conscious decision to go at him. Instead of box and move, he just was like, I'm just going to go at him. Yes, sir, cool. White Slick. Yep.
What's next? Because you already know what I'm about to ask you.
Well, Salim made Team USA. So that's the goal that he had for 3 years. Since he was 13, 14 years old, he's 17. So for 3 or 4 years, that's been his goal to make the team. I believe the team goes over to Germany. That's like in April, August or September. So for now, train and try to get ready to go, you know what I mean, showcase his talents on the international level.
How long are you going to be able to keep the Wolves at bay? And by the Wolves, I mean top flight promoters, you know, your Bobs, your Al's, your Eddies.
I ain't going to lie. People reached out to me after that fight. Like, that fight, the whole boxing world was kind of watching that fight. I mean, I kind of assumed that, but it was kind of surreal, realizing, like, you know what I mean, hearing from some of the people that I heard from. Some of them I knew previously, and some of them I didn't even meet until, like, people introduced me to them after that fight on the phone or whatever, what have you. So, like, that's pretty cool. But then again, I'm not even going to pump fake. Like, I ain't understand that all of that kind of was on the line when we was about to fight Marcus again, because of their age and how Marcus is looked at, how Salim is looked at. Even guys like Thomas Covington, Mayo Chance. So anytime you get like guys like that, because of where they are and their age and everything like that, if any of them fight each other, probably the whole boxing world is probably paying attention. You know, people that like keep track of the amateurs on whatever level.
All right, so you know I got to ask you about some fights coming up, right?
Okay.
Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach. A lot of people shitting on the fight. A lot of people saying it's a cherry pick. A lot of people saying that, or criticizing Tank for bringing Lamont up to 130. What's your thoughts on the fight?
I think if you understand the history of D.C. and Baltimore, and then I'm familiar with Roach and them camp a little bit, because I'm cool with people that's tight with them and stuff like that. So we all kind of encounter each other. I don't live nothing but 2.5 hours away, right? I wouldn't see none of them coming and laying down, and then Tank is Tank. I think you're gonna get a DMV classic. Like you're gonna get a good fight. They're gonna fight each other. Lamont gonna fight Tank. You know what I'm saying? So for however long it lasts, or for however long the fireworks is, you know what I mean, going off, he gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gonna come out there to lay down. So I don't know. I mean, people gonna criticize you no matter what though once you get in like tank position. It don't really matter what you do. Like if you wasn't fighting like Shakur or Devin right now, this next fight, it's probably like 3 people he could be fighting and nobody wouldn't have nothing to say. You understand what I'm trying to say? Not to say that some fights can't be like better than others or whatever, but yeah, if he wasn't fighting Devin, Shakur, or like Tiafimo,
yeah,
somebody gonna say like it's a cherry pick or everything. I mean, everybody's a cherry pick. Leave it up to them.
Who wins that fight?
Lamont gotta get away from Tank for 36 minutes. That's the thing about Tank, man. Like sometimes, even you could be boxing Tank and you could be like scoring, like doing good, and you still gotta like get away for 36 minutes. It's like watching the Mike Tyson fight. Like remember when you growing up, you watching the Mike Tyson fight, and you just like you kind of waiting for somebody to get put out. And I'm not saying that about Lamont. Like I'm not saying like
just
Lamont
saying Tank in general.
Yeah, but when you watch Tank, like that's kind of like the feeling or the mind frame that the fight always tends to get into. It's just like, yo, like you gotta survive or you gotta get away. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see who got the better plan. You know what I mean?